My reaction to 2026 Chinese Grand Prix sprint qualifying, definitely better than Australia to get up 3 a.m. So that's how to get. But anyways, Q1 we had Perez, Bottas, Stroll, Alonso, Albon, and Sainz out. Aston Martin, not really any shockers from this one. We kind of expected that Aston Martin would be out, but hey, at least they're finally beating Cadillac. Because to be fair, there was only one Cadillac that was competing, but at least they were able to beat Cadillac. At least they jumped up a position. And yeah, Williams, this is looking like 2024. Like, I didn't think they were this bad. Like, oh my gosh. Like, but I guess we get it because their car is overweight. So hopefully, when they unlock that performance, they should be hopefully fighting nearer to the front. Hopefully for their sake. But yeah, it was pretty generic SQ1. Not really any surprises. Just kind of Williams drivers propping up. So I guess like the slowest teams down there. But yeah, let's go into SQ2 now, where we had Hulkenberg, Ocon, Lawson, Borletto, Lindblad, and Colapinto out. V-Carb, not looking as good as they did in Australia, but this is just sprint quality, so. But yeah, Lindblad P15, Colapinto P16, his usual spot. But yeah, thought V-Carb would have had pace at the end to get in, but yeah, they just missed out. It was pretty close in Q2 actually, in SQ2. Hulkenberg almost made it to SQ3, which was crazy. But yeah, just missed out. Hulkenberg definitely looking more with the car here, but still impressive for what I think for what we all thought and where we all thought Audi was going to be. They're still looking at like 6, maybe 7 passes team, which is to be fair better than they were last year. So that's a little interesting. But yeah, nothing really more to talk about. But let's go into SQ3, where obviously we had Russell on pole, his first sprint pole, which is crazy. First sprint pole for Russell. I always forget how dominated the sprint was by Verstappen. Yeah, Mercedes 1-2 again. Big old gap. Um, yeah. Well, that's if they're leaving Mercedes 1-2, because Antonelli might get a grid penalty. I personally don't think he will get one. I don't think it was 100% clear, and it wasn't like the most egregious like blocking. So I personally think Antonelli's gonna get away with it. If so, and he gets 3 places, he'll be down to P5, which would be pretty interesting. But yeah, Norris third, surprisingly. Ferrari not bad. Kind of like their same position as last time. They did take the lead off turn one. Can they? I think there's a good chance they can. I think if it's a race, probably not. It's just only a second like type of race, so teams probably still didn't get the top of this. But yeah, Hamilton at qualifying, Leclerc sixth, Hamilton fourth. Not surprising. China is a really good track for Hamilton. But yeah, he could be on for a sprint podium because depends on how much on the start and also how much pace that McLaren has of Lando. But yeah, also remember, I think the start, the actual like start to turn one, I think it's longer than Australia, so I think it's a good chance. Also, that back straight potentially could get a move there. But yeah, pretty solid from Ferrari. Anyways, Gasly, I didn't even realize, but he made it to SQ3 in that Alpine. And he's in 7th. Like, he's in the points. Like, this is the Gasly that we saw at the start of last year that I wanted to see again. Him being able to drag that car up the places that it shouldn't be. And we don't know how good the Alpine is. And yeah, P7 out qualifying both Red Bulls. Speaking of Red Bull, oh my gosh. Ooh. They better get it fixed for qualifying. 8th and 10th for them. They're basically 5th fastest. They're basically like 4th, 5th fastest. This is crazy. Like, where's their pace gone? Like, they actually look solid in Australia. And I don't know where the pace has gone around China. But you know how it is Red Bull? They're able to turn it around between the sprint and main qualifying and the main race. So I'm sure they'll turn it around. Other notes: Bearman P9 once again doing good things in that Haas car. We have pace. He could probably fight Hadjar for the Verstappen for the point. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for sprint qualifying. It was pretty generic, honestly, but tomorrow is actually setting up a good sprint, and I'll definitely wake up for that. Yeah, setting up a very good sprint race. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys later.